and welcome to another episode of DM's Montreal Beer Reviews. I know I've promised last week I'm gonna bring you more reviews in the near future, but all I actually did was that how I rate beer video, and I figured it's time to catch up with the promise. And before I'm gonna get into the beers that my friends brought me from Toronto, I'm gonna review a local craft brew, which is also brewed by Dieu du Ciel, just like that American IPA I've reviewed just a few weeks back. And this one is called Des Épices, or the Spice Root. It's 5% alcohol by volume, standard bottle, and this is a peppercorn rye beer. So it's quite interesting. This is the first time of me trying this in a bottle, but I did try it on tap just once, and it was quite different. I kind of forgot what it was. Anyway, so for the description, the label is all in French, but I'm going to read the description from the site, Dieu du Ciel site. So, the Roux des Épices is a rye beer in which pepper has been added during the process, the brewing process, lending it wonderful peppery flavors and aromas. The beer also reveals flavors of malt, fresh cereal, chocolate, caramel, and a hint of fruit. In the aftertaste, the pepper flavor is once again revealed in full strength, and it leaves a pleasing, spicy, tingling sensation on the tongue. Nice balance is attained between the spiciness and its multitude of other flavors. So this beer actually won some gold medal, and Montreal Beer Fest in 2006, and they've been brewing this since 2002. So it's quite different from the little I can remember, and so I'm going to pour it right away. The thing is, unfortunately, I broke my lovely Grolsch, that tall glass I use for quite a few of my reviews actually, and in place of that I had to go and buy something right away because I felt so, I was so disappointed and upset, and I got myself a pint glass, a non-nick pint glass from St. Ambrose. The thing is, I'm not going to use it now, it's too large, so for this review I'm going to use just a small kind of flute tall glass, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to give this a bit of pour. Open it up. It uses a twist off, but it's quite badly made. I can smell the beer right away. Okie dokie. Here's the pour. And yes, we did get ahead on this thing. A few fingers thickness, Carbonation is quite high, if you ask me. And for the color, it's a sort of red amber kind of color, quite transparent, so not cloudy at all. And it seems kind of light bodied. I don't know why. And the carbonation, you see the bubbles, and here it's coming down, quite fast, even though it's still, sticking around. So, for the scent test, yeah, I can definitely pin down the peppercorn scent, which is not really that strong at this point, actually, quite subtle. But now it's getting, actually, it's coming out. I can smell the pepper quite, quite fully, and so also you get nice kind of malty smell to it, and a bit of caramel, I guess. Kind of smells like a red ale would smell like, even though this is not an ale supposedly. So, cheers! I'm gonna go and taste it right away. Yep. That's it. Pretty much it starts out with a nice kind of sweetness, moderate sweetness, not too much sweetness, I guess, and a bit fruity. And then halfway through the sip, you start feeling the pepper, and the finish is really kind of spicy. It's not really bitter because the pepper kind of, takes the main, I guess, takes the lead and becomes the main component of the flavor. But overall, it's kind of light body actually. It doesn't feel, you know, I guess the appearance had to do with it. I mean, the appearance kind of, you know, symbolizes what the beer is going to taste like and how it's going to go down. But the kind of peppery, flavor kind of lingers, and you know, tingles a bit, tingles my palate and my tongue and everything. And as I drink it, it becomes more peppery actually, and a bit more fruity. I guess it's a bit of a citrus kind of, maybe apple or pear kind of fruitiness to it. And the head wasn't too bad actually, it's still sticking around. Actually, I guess that's my favorite type of head. I don't like too much head unless it's a really creamy kind of head, like you get on Guinness or Boddington's or something. But I guess, you know, this is just perfect for this type of beer. I know this is not a beer for you know, not an all occasion kind of beer. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be very good with some certain types of food, although it could complement you know, less zesty kind of foods, I guess, because of the pepper flavor to it. So at this point, I don't know for the grade. I'm going to give an approximate kind of grade at this point, somewhere maybe in the high 7 point something, in the high range of 7s, you know. I mean, it's not some. I mean, it's definitely unique. It's definitely different. It's definitely not bad, but just for my taste, it's not. You know, it's not the best kind of thing out there. So I'm going to come back with my final thoughts when I, you know, get this over with, and I'll leave a few sips just to, you know, save it for the last kind of moment and give you my thoughts on that. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the beer. I think I'm going to raise the. When I gave you the approximate rating, I think I was a bit too harsh. Maybe I, you know, haven't had enough sips before that. Overall, surprisingly, this is a drinkable, really drinkable beer, especially if you like, you know, moderately spicy foods. Me, I pretty much like pepper. Don't overuse it, I guess, but you know, this is no problem for me. It kind of burns my tongue a bit, but it's nothing too much. And it's not just pepper in the flavor, right? It's kind of that biscuity malts and a nice amount of fruitiness in the beer. Overall, it's going down quite smooth. There's still a bit of a lacing going on. The carbonation actually is just perfect, pretty much. At first, it kind of seemed like there was too much, but you know, it's not like that Erdinger Dunkel I had last time, when the carbonation kind of ruined my impression a little bit. So for the grade, I'm going to give this 8.1 out of 10. Actually, should be higher than 7 point something, because it's a worth it beer. Just as good out the bottle as it was on tap, actually. So once again, it's Spice Root with Des Épices from Dieu du Ciel. If you're in Montreal, try this out if you like spicy stuff. Really nice beer, really complex. Not my favorite probably, but you know, it's definitely worth a try. So thanks for checking out, and cheers. I'm gonna go finish this.